So in the previous video we have done we have to find the probability of a single event. Okay. Now if there are two events occurring simultaneously or different processes, so in this case we will study the properties of probability. Okay, so or properties of the event, which we have already done in the set chapter. Okay, now first property, P of A or B. Let's say A and B are the two events corresponding to a, let's say A and B are two events corresponding to an experiment E. Okay, so P or probability of A or B, which is denoted as P of A union B. Okay, also P of A and B, which is denoted by P of A intersection B. Also we have probability of A complement, probability of complement of A, that means not A, which is denoted as P of A complement. Now we have to find the P of A union B. Now in the set chapter we known that if n of A union B equals to number of A plus number of B minus number of A intersection B. Okay, now if I divide n of A's, which is the sample space, number of sample space in each of case, okay, the relation will be same. Now we know that by the probability definition, n of A union B divided by n of A's, that means P of A union B, this is P of A plus this is P of B minus this is P of A intersection B. So this is the first relation to find the probability of getting A or B. To find the probability of A or B, we have to know the other probability, P of A differently, P of B differently, and P of A intersection B. That means the probability of A and B, getting A and B together. Now if A and B are disjoint, this is first property, A and B are disjoint, then we will get A intersection B equals to phi. That means n of A intersection B equals to 0. So in that case P of A intersection B will be 0. Hence from the given above properties, 1 we will get P of A union B equals to P of A plus P of B. So when A and B are happened separately, then the probability of A or B will be the sum of the probability of individual part, P of A plus P of B. Okay, now we know n of A complement equals to n of U. Okay, n of U means number of A's, in that case sample space, n of A's minus n of A. As the sample space is the sample space is used as the universal set. Okay, so n of A complement equals to n of A's minus n of A. So n of A complement divided by n of A's equals to n of A's by n of A's minus n of A divided by n of A's. That implies this will be P of A complement equals to 1 minus P of A. So this is the complementary property of the probability. So this is part 3 and this is part 2, properties 2, this is properties 3, and there are two other property we will get from by the Venn diagram. Now from the Venn diagram we see that if two events are connected each other, then This will be the two event A and B. Now in the set chapter we have known that this part is B A minus B, which is also written as A intersection B complement. Now this part is A intersection B, and this part is B minus A. This is also known as B intersection A complement. Okay. Now if we consider this set A, okay, if we consider this set A, then A is the union of two sets. One is this set and other is this set. Okay, we can write A equals to A intersection B complement, the first set, this set, and union of A intersection B. Okay, now if you take P, probability on both sides, then P of A equals to P of A intersection B complement union A intersection B. Okay, now also we see that these two sets are disjoint. Okay, this set and this set, there is no common point between this set and this set. A intersection B complement, A intersection B. So these two sets are disjoint. So using the properties 2, when A and B are disjoint, P of A union B equals to P of A plus P of B. So as union of two disjoint set, this we have to find the probability of union of two set which are disjoint. So P of, using the properties, this will be P of A intersection B complement plus P of A intersection B. So we will get P of A intersection B complement equals to P of A minus P of A intersection B. Okay, this set is known as when A is getting A but not getting B, getting A and not getting B, probability of getting A and not getting B. Okay, not getting B means B complement and getting A means A. So in together their intersection, okay, A and B not getting B, so A intersection B complement. So this formula will be used to find the probability of getting A event but not getting B event. In similar way we will get, if we consider the B set, we will get that B equals to probability of B equals to B intersection A complement union A intersection B. Okay, this set and this set, the union of these two sets will give the total set of B. Okay, so in similar way P of B equals to P of B intersection A complement union A intersection B. Now these two sets also disjoint, so by the addition theorem plus P of A intersection B, in similar way P of B intersection A complement equals to P of B minus P of A intersection B. So this is the part that getting B but not getting A. So not getting A means A complement and getting B means B. So together, as this has to happen together, so the sign intersection. So the sign intersection. So the total probability of P of getting B but not getting A equals to P of B minus P of A intersection B. So these four formula, 3, this is 4, this is 5. Okay, the first formula is this formula, this is called the addition formula. Second is the condition when the disjoint happened, A and B are disjoint, so the probability of A union B will be P of A plus P of B. Next is this is complementary formula. Okay, P of A complement equals to 1 minus P of A. and this is the formula for getting one event and not getting another event. Okay, whenever the question arises, we will use this formula, or for some problem we will use this formula to calculate the another probabilities. Okay, so just remember this formula and study it carefully. I will be doing the corresponding questions in the next video, in the next class. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you.